To the Suffolk Crunch. This is Rich, and we are talking Ashes today. Australia retaining the urn yesterday in just 11 days. Firstly, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Would be great. It's totally free. We mainly cover Ipswich Town, but also do a bit of cricket on here because I'm a big cricket fan. Also hit the like button. We'll go for 25 likes on this video. Turn on your notifications bell so when the Suffolk Crunch is live you can get involved. Also, we are sponsored by the Bad Shirt Club, so head over to the website to look at bucket hats, jackets, shirts, all kind of gear over there, and use the code TSC30 at the checkout and you get 30% off your order. So it's Christmas, get over there and get some bargains. If you're watching live, get involved in the chat, and if you're watching back on YouTube, leave your comments in the comments section. What did you think to the test match, the series, where next for England, who stays, who goes? Loads of chat. Brad is in. Good evening. Right, so let's go back to, I think it was Tuesday evening. Aussies won the toss. We will go through the game. Aussies 371, England 286, Australia 349 all out. And England chasing 435, 352 all out. Australia retain the urn mid-afternoon on day 5, which was an achievement for England. We made it into day 5. There was a little bit of rain around. Smith and Jacks give us a little bit of hope, and then, yes, it all came crashing down. But England picked Josh Tongue was in the team. Will Jacks was the spinner. We can get on to talking about Shoaib Bashir in a little bit. Still hasn't played a test match. Went with the same batting lineup. But yeah, Australia on day 1. Usman Khawaja came back in. Steve Smith was ill on the morning of the game, so it looked like Khawaja's test career was done and dusted. He came back in. He scored 82. England wasted the new ball. Bryden Cast bowling with a new ball. Head scratcher. And Josh Inglis was in there still batting at 7. Alex Carey, star man for the Aussies with 106 on his home ground. Should have been out on, I think, about 72 when it's Snicko. I mean, scratching my head here. And I'm still scratching my head how they can get something like that so wrong in such a big series. I mean, it doesn't marry up. And then we had the Jamie Smith one in the first innings of England, and you knew England were going to get done. We've been on the wrong end of some couple of decisions with Snicko. Look, overall, Australia have been better than us. We can't deny that. But yeah, 3-7-1 all out Australia. Mitchell Stark with 54. Josh Archer, the best bowler for England. Phil's in. Hi, Rich. Embarrassing capitulation. That's the end of Bazball then. Having family down under, this did not end well for me. Disgusted. Oh, it is what it is, Phil. We go down to Australia, and I think I see a stat. Joe Root has played in 17 Ashes test matches in Australia. Big fat 0. No wins. Let's see if it can get better in Melbourne and Sydney. Who knows? But yeah, 371 all out in 91 overs. Archer 5 for 53. He was the star man. Cast 2 for 89, couple of wickets, but went round the park. He's going at 5.5 and over, which you don't really want. Tongue got 1. Jacks, interesting, bowls 20 overs, 2 for 105. He's got no control there. He's going at 5.25. And England only bowled 6, 7, 12 maidens in 91.2 overs. So Aussies 3-7-1, which was probably under par on that pitch. Because it was a featherbed of a wicket, and we thought, lovely, England would come in here and we can. Graham Swan was saying we're going to bat for 2 days and we're going to score 600. And it didn't go well. It was looking good, wasn't it? 37 for naught. I stayed up, thought I'd watch it up to lunch, and then Crawley got a good one from Cummins, nick behind Ollie Pope. I mean, I think he's going to have to take a seat on the sidelines for a little while. I don't think it's the end of his test career. I just think he looks a bit frazzled. He's not scored a 50 in an Ashes test match. So Wasn't really surprising. Just a dreadful shot, chipping line to Inglis just before lunch. And then when we were 100, what was it, 168 for 8, it's game over. And Stokes really did dig in. You know, he done really well, 83. Jofra Archer, 51. His first test, 50. They put on over 100 and gave England a bit of respectability, 85 behind. But you always thought that was probably going to be too much of a lead. And Australia in the second innings, 349. Travis Head, 170. Carey again with 72. But England bowled well on that fourth morning, taking 6 for 38. Bowled a fuller length. You're playing in Australia. It does seem that England, I think I was listening to Gillespie, Jason Gillespie was on at lunch, and he just said England, it seems as though they get bored with the ball. They can't put it in an area for a certain length of time, then they go to a short option. I was watching Scott Boland bowl and they put up the box, they called it, and he literally hit that length every single time, and we can't do it. And these are professional cricketers and they should be able to do it, you know. It's what they're paid for a living to do. But yeah, 6 for 38 on that fourth morning. Tongue 4 for 70, Cast 3 for 80. England needing 435 to win. Need a good start. And then Wonderful Horseshoe says, what a disaster of a test series, pure gash. Can't disagree with you. Right, we've got 18 in live. Smash that like button, please. It's totally free. But yeah, England lost Duckett early. Pope for 17 to another worldie from Marnus. He's just an annoying type of person, Marnus Labuschagne. He's took some absolute screamers at slip. I think he took one. Oh no, it's Smith the last test. He took 2 screamers this test. He took another one on day 5, Will Jacks, and then he took the one on the boundary from Jofra in Brisbane. But catches win matches, and that's another part that England haven't got right. Looking good there, weren't we, with Root? He gets out just after lunch of 39. Harry. I think I'm not going to be that critical this time because they were playing the reverse sweep and they were knocking line off his length. And I think when you're chasing this amount of runs, we were never batting that length of time for a draw because there was too long left in the game. So you've got to be proactive. I mean, I think it's a good bit of bowling. From line, pulls his length back a bit. It looks horrible from Brook. It does look horrible, but I think there was some method behind his madness this time. So he was out for 30, and then we lost 3 quick wickets. Crawley went for 85, probably the best innings he's played in this Ashes series, and the best he's played for a long time. Wonderful Horseshoe says, is Ipswich getting promoted this season? Hope so, from a Toon fan. Well, hopefully you subscribe to the channel as well, Wonderful Horseshoe, because we're here every week and we follow Ipswich Town up and down the country with a little bit of cricket thrown in. So we went into day 5. I think it was 200 or just over 200 for 6. We were up against it. Jamie Smith was 60. Will Jacks 47. Cast 39 not out. Jamie Smith was looking mustard, weren't he? And then he tries to hit Stark out of Adelaide after just creaming 2 fours with a new ball, and you're thinking it's these little moments that England can't seem to sort of get themselves out of. They're making the wrong decisions. I'm not saying we're going to win the game, but you've just hit 2 fours in 2 balls. Play the moment. Will Jacks batted well, 47 again. He's done fairly well with the bat at number 8. But for me, if your top 7 are not scoring the runs, there lies in the problem. So Ashes to the Aussies. 3 wickets for Stark, 3 for Cummins, 3 for Nathan Lyon, who's done his hamstring. He's going to be out for Melbourne. Who we got in here? Nothing. Just nonsense in the chat. But yeah, it's looking like Lyon's done his hamstring. He's out of the series. Looks like Pat Cummins won't play in Melbourne on the Boxing Day test. I see his interview. They've got him ready for this game and took a bit of a gamble on him, and they've won the Ashes now. They're 3-0 up and it's game over. And England are talking a good game about showing fight, and I get all that, but let's see what we can do in Melbourne. You know, a lot of fans going out there to that test match and Sydney for New Year's, so it's still important. You know, we're 3-0 down. But for them fans travelling and people watching back home, it's still important that we dig in, we show some fight, and wouldn't it be great if we could actually win a test match in Australia, which we've not done since 10-11. So that's a long, long time ago. It's going to take a big effort, you know, when you're down on the floor, but McCullum and the backroom staff have got to pick them up. Be interesting. I think tomorrow Rob Key is on the Sky Sports Cricket Pod with Nasser and Affers, so we'll see what he's got to say, because they've been building for this series for a long, long time, but they've got a lot of things wrong. Baz did say about the preparation, which I think we all know that they got that wrong, and they didn't prepare well. They didn't have enough cricket. You know, you just can't go in playing 2 days against the Lions at just a knockabout game in Canberra. That's not the way to prepare. I'm not saying that the result would have been any different, but I think you've got to give yourself the best opportunity, and I don't think we did. Team changes, obviously, I think Pope will probably go out. Do we bring in Bethel? He's not played any cricket. Do we move Will Jacks up the order? Because he's looked quite decent. Does Bashir get a game? They said he's not bowling very well in the nets, but we played him in 19 test matches. We've put a lot of faith in him, and I'm not quite sure where we go with him if he doesn't get selected in these 2 games. Probably Matthew Potts gets a game. I'm a big fan of his, and I think he deserves a run. Impressed with Tongue, been impressed with Archer. Let's see what we can do, you know. Ben Duckett's not getting any runs, but we've not got a spare opener out there. Is it any surprise, really, that he struggled out there? He doesn't leave the ball outside the off stump, so he's nicking off, and it's no surprise, really, is it? Craig from Winchester said, thrashed us, to be fair, all without Hazelwood, Cummins and Smith missing at times, and a makeshift opening partnership. Well, I think the opening partnership has just fell in their laps, and Al Khawaja had that back spasm at Perth. Travis Head said he'd open, and he's took the ball by the horns, and he's been very, very good. Phil says he's been very impressed with Archer. I think he's been our best bowler. You know, and it's good to see him back, and it's good to see him fit, and hopefully he can stay fit. But there'll be some decisions to make at the end of this series, obviously, with certain players. I don't think it's one of them ones where sackings are going to be the way to go. I'd personally, I'd keep McCullum. I think he's done a lot of good. I think they've just got some things wrong in this series. I hope Stokes stays. You hope he can stay through till probably 2027 when the Aussies are back over here. I know that's 2 years away, and then with his fitness, as I choke. But yeah, just a few thoughts there. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. Please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and we will see you on the next Cricket Pod. Cheers for watching.